Hello friends, today we're going to learn a simple and fun, easy way to learn the notes of the piano. As you probably know, there's a pattern in the keyboard here where we see a series of keys. There are these groups of keys that repeat over and over, and so that pattern will tell us what note is which, and we'll use those to kind of make a little memory game here, or a memory story. And the story goes like this. Let's think of these groups as little buildings or houses. This is a kind of a big house, and that's sort of a smaller house. So we're going to go to Grandma's house. If you were going to Grandma's house, first you'd come to the front door, and the front door would be right here. See, this is Grandma's house, and this is the front of her house. You're walking up the street, and then you get there, and you knock on the front door. That note is F. We call that F. So front door, F. So you knock on the front door and Grandma says, "Come in," and so you come in, and the first thing you see is Grandma. She's in the front room sitting in her rocking chair maybe, and that's Grandma, G. So you came in the front door and you saw Grandma, F, G. After you talk to Grandma, you might want to go back, into the back room, and back there in the kitchen maybe is Aunt Annie. She's probably back in the kitchen cooking some lunch, and so there's Annie, A. Front door, Grandma, Annie. Well, after you talk with Aunt Annie and Grandma for a little while, you probably want to go out the, you guessed it, back door. Out the back door here. See, there's the house. And once you go past there, you're in the back door. You go out the back door. So you came in the front, you talked to Grandma, you talked to Aunt Annie, and then you went out the back door. Well, out of the back door, on the porch, Grandma has a little cat. The cat's just sitting out there, laying out in the yard, probably getting some sun. And there's also a little house. Who do you think lives in that little house behind Grandma's house? Yep, you're right, it's the dog. The dog, D. So, again, we came out the back door, and we saw the cat on the porch. And then inside the little house, there's the dog. So let's just review everything. Came to Grandma's house in the front door. We went in and saw Grandma, and then we went to the back of the house and saw Aunt Annie. We went out the back door and saw the cat on the porch, and then we saw the dog in the doghouse. And I don't know why, but on the other side of the doghouse, there was an elephant. Just an elephant just sitting back there, and it was like, holy cow, what's Grandma doing with an elephant in her backyard? But there was an elephant out behind the doghouse. And after that, it starts over again. We're to the next front door, and then we have Grandma and Annie, the back door, the cat, the dog, and the elephant. And that'll help you to remember all of the notes: F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and then F. Hopefully that story will help you to learn your notes.